Okay, and now a vertical loop circular motion question for a grade 12 class, and we'll get going with that right away. We'll transform our minds into something good here. Weak, I know. Yeah. Daredevil drives a motorcycle with a max speed of 45 meters per second. Ideally, calculate the radius of the largest vertical loop he could survive. All right, and so we've got a diagram that we've set up in class. We have to pay special attention to the direction of the weight and the normal force and the centripetal force. If there's going to be a problem, it's going to be up there at the top. If you're not going to survive the loop, it's going to be right there at the bottom, at the top of the loop, where your speed slows down and gravity could take over and you could plummet. So you need to have just enough speed to make it through the loop and make it around. So, analyzing the directions of the forces at the top, we need the centripetal force, mv squared over r, is supplied by, remember the centripetal force is the force necessary to keep going around a circle. Well, that's supplied by both the normal force and the weight. And they're acting together, and they're both acting downward. The centripetal force is acting downward, so everything initially is negative, but if everything in your equation is negative, then everything can become positive. It makes the numbers just a little bit easier to work with. So the normal force from the tires on the track added to the weight of the vehicle itself acts as the two forces providing the centripetal force, which must equal mv squared over r. Now, if it's the bare minimum speed to make it around the loop, the normal force instantaneously goes away and becomes zero. So this object, its centripetal force is provided entirely by its weight. Right. So if this person isn't going fast enough, they're going to need a little help. Let me just fix up the view here. There you go. So we put our numbers in. Well, let's first, of course, check what weight is. mv squared over r equals weight of gravity, which is mg. So notice that the mass of the motorcycle doesn't even matter. It divides out. So the centripetal acceleration going around the loop at the very top must equal that of the acceleration of gravity in magnitude. So the maximum speed of this guy is 45. R is what we're trying to figure out. That has to equal 9.81. So we'll cross multiplying magic. And 45 squared is 2025. So cross multiply the r up to the other side. So it'll be 9.81 times r, divide both sides by the 9.81. And we get a loop of 206 meters in radius. So if you can get going to 45 meters per second, this guy can definitely clear 206 meter radius loop. That is one big loop.